Okay, welcome everybody to this Best Practice Network Asset Maintenance and Reliability Forum. Many thanks to Dennis McCarthy, who is in the UK. Okay, Dennis, thank you very much again and looking forward to this presentation.
So the aim of this session is to set out the fundamentals for delivering zero breakdowns, and also it's a very achievable goal. I'll talk a bit about how that's done and what successful organizations have done to achieve that. And also how the Lean TPM benchmark assessment helps others to do the same. Now, Lean TPM, it's the title of a book I wrote with Nick Rich. Nick's a Lean specialist, my background's TPM, but actually the two very much focus in the same direction, and it's a combination of the two that really accelerates progress. So it's just the overlap of those two as equal partners. And then we'll finish off with some practical steps for organizations that want to start or continue that journey. So it's one of those things that continuous improvement, in my view, is about building on what exists, not starting afresh. It's something about systematically developing capability. Now, the thing about sudden failures is that the root cause of sudden failures is basically two things. It's equipment condition and human error. There are two reasons for breakdowns. Now, by breakdowns, I mean something has failed. And within the TPM world, there are the distinct difference between a failure, a breakdown, and a minor stop, so a short stop like a jam. And they both have different methods of dealing with. So we're talking here about breakdowns, but it will impact on minor stops as well. So to get rid of breakdowns, the first step of the journey is to set what we call normal conditions, which is about getting the equipment to the stage where it's less likely to break down, looking at reducing accelerated wear, source of contamination. You can read the issues there, but the basic conditions and human error are the two reasons why equipment suddenly fails without warning. And if it's done it before, it'll do it again. Now, getting to zero breakdowns is actually a first step. It means you've got stable operation, and that frees up time. And if you use that time to progress further, you will lock in the gains. But if you take the time, let's say you reduce headcount as a result of the time you save, what will happen is that you'll return to the conditions that you had before. So actually, to get to zero breakdowns and beyond, to lock in the gains and continue, you need to focus on the second layer of losses, because zero breakdowns won't get you 100% effectiveness. So the second step of the journey is about resilience. It's about getting performance, but with less effort. The zero breakdowns journey it's a two-stage process. Lean and TPM together can deliver that. And the core of the first phase of the Lean TPM roadmap, which is what the title of this session is about, is around zero breakdowns, involves establishing basic equipment conditions. So, and then putting in the working practices to keep those conditions. So think of that asset care to maintain basic conditions is like healthcare for humans. You've got routine stuff, apple a day keeps the doctor away. That's what we say in the UK.